Well, before the break, you heard two remarkable stories about perseverance.
Yeah. Now, this next man we're about to introduce you to just continues that trend.
Yeah, my accident occurred August 17th, 2012. I was in Cabo in Mexico, and I was with my brother, and it had been raining all day. We came across a car that was stuck in a mudslide that occurred, and we stopped and helped them out. We hooked their car onto ours and pulled them out. They were so thankful, and we kind of liked the rush of being able to help people out in that situation. And we went around town looking for other cars that were stuck that maybe we could pull out of whatever they were stuck in. We came up with the idea of being pulled by the truck in our boogie boards, and before I knew it, my hand had fallen because the end of the rope that I was holding on to was dangling behind me a couple feet, and it had caught onto a sewer, which caused the truck in front of me to come to a complete halt. And when the rope extended itself, it just took my hand.
Okay, so fast forward to 2015. Now, Moises Aramburu is one of only 3 people in the world wearing a truly out-of-this-world bionic hand.
Yeah, kids think he's a real-life superhero, but Moises says he just feels grateful to be able to do 90% of what he was able to do before he lost his fingers.
Yeah, so this is the new Quantum Fingers by Touch Bionics.
You could say 23-year-old Moises Aramburu holds his world in the palm of his hand, his brand new, state-of-the-art bionic hand.
I was shooting a rifle in Texas 2 days ago with my robotic trigger.
Moises, who lost 4 fingers in an accident, uses his mind to open and close his new prosthetic hand.
I don't have to stop and press a button or anything. It's just mentally, I got it down.
He has rewired his brain to make his robotic fingers move.
If I move it towards me, I'll close all the fingers. And to open, I'll think of moving my pinky, the one that I don't have anymore, away. That'll open all of them.
There's sensors that are put inside the prosthesis. So after an amputation, you still have the muscles in the hand, so we pick up those muscles and then we adapt them to a hand function.
This was his final fitting.
Was that better like that?
It's great, I love it.
3 years ago, Moises lost his fingers while home in Mexico for the summer. During a tropical storm, he helped tow cars out of flooded areas with a truck, then decided to surf through the streets, being towed by the truck.
The tow rope behind me caught onto a sewer, served as an anchor. The car kept moving, and the tow rope just took my fingers off.
Doctors tried to save his fingers, but could not.
When I was in the hospital for 2 months, and it was a constant, I was mentally beating myself up, over the fact of what had happened, and thinking of all the things that I couldn't do.
Then he learned about Touch Bionics, and 2 years ago was fitted with an older version of the robotic hand, which changed his life.
I can write cursive with this, I shake people's hands with this. It's always, the go-to hand.
Ooh.
People are offended if I shake their hand with my real hand, so they're like, no, I want the prosthetic. You gotta give it to me.
He plays golf with his robotic hand and says it's quite the conversation starter.
It is a chick magnet, yeah. And I learned to dance with it.
Oh, thank you. Moises says his insurance helped pay for his prosthetic hand. He's now made it his mission to show other amputees how the technology works.
Wow.
Pretty cool.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, he's got plenty of work ahead of him because there are so many people in a similar situation. The National Center for Health Statistics reports there are 50,000 new amputations every year in the United States. The most common, partial hand amputation with loss of 1 or more fingers. And it's not just injuries or accidents that can lead to amputation. Other reasons for amputation can be cardiovascular disease, nerve injury, infection, or maybe even to tumors. And it's just mind-boggling how robots can help these people live normal lives.
And Jimmy, we cannot talk about robots without bringing up the time when you, got a very hands-on lesson in what they're really capable of.
Go ahead.
Let's go. Bring it. That's good.
Yeah, we're not going to let you live that one down. Getting pelted by Nemo, the frisbee throwing robot. The brains behind Nemo were the Worcester Beach Bots from Stephen Decatur High School. They were on the show last year before competing in the first Robotics World Championship, in which they made an excellent showing.
Listen, I'm lucky I even survived that. Anyway, another Worcester robotics team, Titanium Rex, is also making quite the name for itself. The Reckies, as they call themselves, have picked up award after award in their short 2-year history, including Rookie Inspiration, Rookie All-Star, Battle of Baltimore, the Team Spirit Award, and Engineering Inspiration. Now, those teams are back at it again. They're already gearing up for the first Robotics 2016. As a matter of fact, your son's on the Y Comico team.
He is. He's so excited about it, and they're ready.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's terrific.
It's amazing to see students put their minds together and come up with this stuff. Actually, it's absolutely mind-blowing.
Yes, it is. And you know what? We're only getting started.
In the right hands, a Rubik's Cube can be solved in about 5 seconds. How about 6 sockets?
There's no problem solving down to about 1.8 seconds.
Zach Romko is the designer, programmer, and engineer who built this robot that he claims is the fastest in the world to solve the 3D puzzle. The innovation, he says, is the robot's 6 arms and 2 cameras and his math. There was a small modification that needed to be made to the cube, these divots on each of the faces so the robot's 6 arms can manipulate it.
And it consistently breaks the world record. I can set it to solve exactly as fast as I want it to.
Students packed this gym to witness a potential world record. For the first time, Kyle Kewen isn't the fastest cuber at his school.
Brings a tear to your eye, kind of. Bittersweet.
He can solve a Rubik's Cube in less than 10 seconds.
I got a time of 9.59 seconds.
But even he admits no human will ever solve it this fast. If you blinked, you might have missed it. That was an unofficial world record of 2.4 seconds. A Rubik's Cube may be considered a toy, but what happened here certainly wasn't child's play.
Just to let you know, Zach was first introduced to a Rubik's Cube on a school bus. He spent that next weekend teaching himself how to solve it. And are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Are you ready for this? His first attempts only took him about 2 minutes.
What is it about these kids? My daughter does it quickly, too. I still haven't figured it out.
I just like to look at it.
Well, stories like that give us a glimpse of what we can look forward to in the future. Still ahead on Delmarva Life, let's take a step back into the past, when this prominent couple settled down in Somerset County and built one of the most sophisticated dwellings on Delmarva. That was 200 years ago. We'll show you how one group is working to bring the home back to its original grandeur.
And from one Eastern Shore classic to another, later on we're going to head into the Delmarva Life kitchen to make a fall comfort favorite with a Delmarva twist, crab mac and cheese.
But first, you have a chance to win a brand new roof for your home. Spicer Brothers Construction is looking for the neediest roof on Delmarva.
The winner gets a new GAF limited lifetime roofing system. For your link to an entry form and a complete list of the rules, just go to WBOC.com and click on our picture there at the top of the page. Good luck to you. Delmarva Life will be right back.